Wayne Dyer definitely helped to bridge the generations, a gap between, my parents and myself, and allowing me to come into my own with my spiritual growth and finding ways to learn the things that I needed to feel more fulfilled in my life. My parents went through a divorce when I was in fourth grade, and it was drawn out throughout, middle school. And at that time, I do remember, my mom diving into a lot more personal development. I remember my dad also. I remember him quoting things from like The Road Less Traveled and things, not Wayne Dyer, but that was like his way that he went. And I remember my mom kind of listening to a lot of Wayne Dyer. She would get the audiobooks on CD. We've always been big into audiobooks in our family. I'm actually holding my phone right now. I've got my Audible app up. And I remember the first Wayne Dyer book that I personally got. And that was when I was in my late teens, early 20s. And it was There's a Spiritual Solution to Every Problem. And I remember kind of having it, not really reading it. And I remember breaking it out when I was going through my divorce and diving into it. I'll let you hear a little sample of it. But
recognizing the availability of an invisible force that can be put to use in solving a problem requires overcoming a great deal of our early training. You believe there's only one kind of power or knowledge, which relies on your sensory or intellectual faculties to solve problems?
Not anymore.
Most of us have been taught this is true. This is a conditioned attitude of non-recognition of our divine connection. In this state of non-recognition, we believe that medicines, herbs, surgery, and doctors are responsible for all healing, or that improving one's financial picture involves the exclusive application of working hard, studying, and sending out resumes. Patanjali described.
I learned so much, and my eyes were open to so many things that were not religion specific. As somebody who was born and raised Catholic and then had to question a lot of that when my parents went through their divorce during the years that I would have normally been preparing for confirmation, but I didn't feel comfortable doing so because my parents weren't really welcome members of the church, having been through a divorce. And it didn't sit well with me. And so I went on to research all different other types of religion, Buddhism and Judaism, and I converted to Judaism as an adult. I don't know that I would say I am completely in alignment there, but I do love a lot of what is practiced in that. But I find things in every religious background that I do love because I look for the spiritual component of it instead of the like by the book stuff. That's not where my heart and my spirit align. And I see myself more as just somebody who is spiritually aware and connected to a higher divine power than somebody who is Catholic, Jewish, Buddhist, whatever. I see those as much smaller pots to a much bigger thing. And I'm always looking more at the bigger thing, if that makes any sense. But Wayne Dyer definitely helped to open my eyes to all of the different ways to connect with and understand my spirit and to grow and to know that his teachings were something that my parents and even their parents, I mean, I know my grandparents had listened to and taken in a lot of his teachings, that it was multi-generational and that it impacted each of our generations in a different way, and that we were each able to take different lessons away, helped me to feel like, it's not like, oh, I'm learning my parents' stuff. I'm learning something that I can apply to me. And then that opened my eyes to all the other teachers that are out there, all the other awesome people published on, Hay House and all the up and comers and, the newer kind of spiritual gangsters and all of that. So it really helped to bridge the gap, but also to connect us through that bridge. And I'm always going to be grateful for that. Definitely the first personal and self-development guru that I can remember really taking heed of and learning from and listening to.